Hey, what is up, everybody? I figured it's been about a year, a little over a year, so I would finally give you my review of the WWE Network. Um, the WWE Network um, has been out for over a year. It came out last year on February 24th, 2014. Um, and that's when it came out, so I figured I'd finally give you my review and my thoughts of what I think of the WWE Network. Um, now, I wanted to do this video after WrestleMania 31. But then they gave it away for free in April, May, and May, so I figured I'd wait um, this, until today, until the free subscription ended. Well, so I thought, but then I'm gonna get into that. Um, but overall, before I give my thoughts on the network and talk about what I like about it, what I dislike about it, I'm going to tell you guys a little bit what the network is, and then I'll show you what all these kinds of things you can do. So, if you don't know what the WWE Network is, I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. So, it was announced that it was going to come out on February 24th, 2014. I believe they announced it in January, said it was going to be out in 4 weeks. And originally it was supposed to come out in 2012, but no, yeah, 2012 was supposed to come out at WrestleMania 28, but that didn't happen. Um, what ended up happening is I guess they decided not to bring it out, so then they waited 2 years and then they brought out the WWE Network. Um, and if you have Netflix and you know what Netflix is, I'm gonna tell you a little bit about it. I have Netflix, sort of. I'm using my sister's account, but whatever. You can go back and watch a movie, a TV show, anything in the past, as long as it's on Netflix. And um, yeah, I think that's pretty cool. You can just do that on Netflix. Well, when it comes to and you can watch it anytime you want. You don't have to watch it. Um, the difference between, but this is what pretty much what the WWE network is. The WWE Network is like a Netflix for wrestling. The only difference is it only shows wrestling content on the WWE Network. It only likes you can get and it only costs $9.99. So it costs like $10 a month. You would just pay it. It automatically comes out in your credit card, so that's cool. And the WWE Network is a pretty cool concept. You can watch. You get all the pay-per-views. Currently, you get all of those. You can watch the pay-per-views. You can watch an old episode of the old WWE content, like the old TV shows like Raw, SmackDown, Main Event, WWE Superstars, Saturday Night's Main Event, the old pay-per-views, um, like WrestleManias, SummerSlams, Survivor Series, Royal Rumbles. Um, yeah, you get watch all the old pay-per-views. You can watch any other pay-per-views too that come to mind. They're there. Like I said, the up and coming pay-per-views, like the Money in the Bank pay-per-view coming up, SummerSlam, Survivor Series, all that, Night of Champions. You get to watch all the up and coming pay-per-views, but you don't just get to watch all the past WWE stuff. You can watch the past WCW content, which stands for World Championship Wrestling. That's a botch and a half. And you can watch, and WWE stands for, by the way, World Wrestling Entertainment. And you can watch all the old WCW Monday Night Nitro shows. You can watch all the WCW pay-per-views like Bash at the Beach, Starrcade, the Great American Bash, which is also a WWE pay-per-view now. Well, an old WWE pay-per-view. What else is there? Starrcade, no, stuff like that. And not only can you get all the old WCW content, but you can also get the old ECW content. Yes, ECW stands for Extreme Championship Wrestling. You get to watch all the old ECW pay-per-views. I don't know all of them. Like One Night Stand. Um, you can watch Anarchy Wars, um, Fairly Legal, stuff like that. That's pretty damn cool. So there's something for everybody on there. For the old WCW fans, for the old ECW fans, and for the people that watched the WWE. Um, and they don't just have stuff like that. You can watch documentaries from the DVDs on here. They've been throwing those on here. You can, and they have some documentaries on here, like they have a Daniel Bryan documentary on here. They have Stone Cold Steve Austin's podcast, the one he did with Vince McMahon, and the one he did with Triple H. They have those on there. They aired them. What else do they have on here? They have the Monday Night War series where they look back at when WWE, the competition when WWE was competing against WCW. They have that on here. They also have Chris Jericho's podcast on here. They have the one he did with John Cena and the one he recently did with Stephanie McMahon. And yeah, that's pretty much I think all there really is to say. I can't really think of anything else they have on here. They have the WWE 24 things on here where they go through like a documentaries. They have of behind the scenes stuff. They have one for WrestleMania 30. They have one for Booker T. They have one for Roman Reigns. That's really cool. Like watching those. They have they have Legends House on here where they took like a lot of some legends from the WWE, put them in a house, and they did like a reality series. That was pretty good. Total Divas is on here. I don't like that show, but it is on here. They have Slam City on here, which Slam City pretty much is just all the WWE superstars. The WWE got bought out, so all the superstars lost their jobs, so they had to go find jobs in the real world. It does sound like it sounds really stupid, not gonna lie, but it's on here. What else is on here? I can't really think of anything else off the top. There was something else I was gonna say. WWE Jerry Springer presents Too Hot for TV. It shows Jerry Springer looking back at some past WWE/WWF, which stands for World Wrestling Federation. They have some of that on here. That's pretty cool. And they just have a lot of good stuff on the WWE network. I use it a lot. But before I talk about my thoughts on it, I'm just gonna show you a little bit about what you can do on the network instead of saying the stuff you can do. I think I'm just going to show you. I have it on my Xbox because you can get it. I forgot to tell you how you can get the network. You can get the network on your laptops. I think you can get it on any laptop, I believe. I'm not exactly sure, but you can get it on your computers. You can get it on your phones. I have this phone right here. It's an Alcatel. I can get it off this. You can also get it on your iPhones, your Galaxy phones, stuff like that. You can get it off that. You can get it on systems like the PS3, Xbox 360, PS4, by the way, it stands for PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4, and you can get it off the Xbox One. What else can you get it on? You can get it on like an iPad, a Kindle Fire, a tablet, stuff like that. You can get it. I think you can get it off your iPod. I believe. I'm not exactly sure. You can also get it. I think that might be That might be it. There might be other things I'm just forgetting. There's lots of ways, pretty much, that you can get the WWE Network. Pretty much. So there's that. So now that I've talked about that, let me show you a little bit about the network. So let's just show you. Alright, so I know the quality is not going to be the greatest, but I'm going to apologize. Alright, so this is where the home page, I'm just going to show you what's on here. This is where the home page of the WWE Network is. Now, I know it's going to be, this is for only people that have the Xbox One version of it. This is how it comes in on the Xbox One version. I think it comes in the Xbox 360 version this way too. So, you know. But yeah, this is the WWE Network. This is the home page. And right here, it tells you can watch the Elimination Chamber right now. And pretty much what this is you can, they stream stuff too live. And it's not just like, this happened last night, but sometimes they'll stream it again, which I think is really cool. And the only flaw is that you can't watch it. You have to watch it like when it's playing. So, for example, if you press now, it would go right to where it's streaming. I'm not gonna press play because I don't want to get copyright. But another cool thing, this is actually pretty cool. I use this to my advantage. Is, let's just say you knew you were gonna miss the pay-per-view. You had no Wi-Fi, because actually, if you have Wi-Fi, you can watch the network anywhere as long as you have a phone on you and stuff like that. You can watch it in the subway. You can watch it in the woods as long as you have Wi-Fi and stuff like that. You can watch the network in the woods. You can watch it on the roof if you want. I don't, feel please. You can watch it at McDonald's. You can watch it while you're climbing Mount Everest. It doesn't matter. As long as you have Wi-Fi, you can get the WWE network anywhere. But something cool is, let's just say you knew you couldn't watch the network. Let's just say you were, busy with school. You were just about to have a kid. Some of my Facebook just went off. I'll go. Did it go off? No, it didn't go off. Hold on. Oh my god. Okay, just a pop-up. Let me make sure that it's back to where it's supposed to be. It's kind of ruined the moment right there. Okay. Alright, but it's still there. Okay. So, where is, that? Okay. But yeah. So yeah, you're just about to have a kid. You're gonna get married that day. You're on a honeymoon. And you knew you were gonna miss, like, an event that you wanted to see live, and you were gonna make it back home in time anyways. You can hit from the beginning, and it would take you to the beginning of whatever is on. If it's a pay-per-view, if it's an NXT show. So I think that's pretty cool. I like that. Because I always found I was rushing to get back for the pay-per-view, and I didn't want to miss anything. And when I press that just makes everything a lot easier. It's like having a DVR pretty much. So I like that. And then it tells you what's up next. The next thing that's going to happen. Which I think is nice. And I'm going to talk about that a little bit more. So then there's this continue watching tab. So let's just say you started watching something and you couldn't finish it. So you can go on here and you can continue watching it off the network. So sometimes they glitch out though and they still play them. But I think this is a pretty cool concept. As long as you finish watching it, I guess. But I think that's a pretty cool concept. And they have a lot of stuff on here. So I think this is a pretty cool concept. And then the next one is watch list. I have this. I use this a lot. They have the watch list. So you can just press on episodes, and you can put one thing. They added this, I believe, in like November-ish. I don't really know exactly when they added this, but you could click on the episodes and you can go somewhere. Let me just do an example. So let's just say I wanted to watch. Actually, I'll do an example later. Let me see if I can do it on the continued. Yeah. So right here. Hold on. I don't know why it's on my watch. Hold on. Let me find it. Okay. So I'm on. Okay, hold on. Okay. Right here it says resume watch and watch from beginning, but now it says add episode to watch list. So I'm gonna do that now. I'm gonna add this to my watch list. And this is actually pretty cool because it makes it easier to find. And then look, it just pops up right there. It makes it easier to find this stuff. You don't have to go scrolling down searching for it. I always hated doing that. You can just put it right in here and you can find it. And I like that. So let me remove it. But now you can not only do that with episodes, you can also do that with series. So let me do an example. So let me find something. Let's do Elimination Chamber. No, I can't. Oh, yeah. Let's do Royal Rumble. So I have the Royal Rumble from 2014, and if I wanted to go back and watch every single Royal Rumble, it would be cool, but then I'd have to go find it everywhere. But now I can just click Add Series to Watch List, right? And then I'll get out of here. And then you can go under the watch list, and then you can go under series. And then you hit the Royal Rumble, and they have every single Royal Rumble in here. They have every single one. From 1988 all the way to 2015. So I think that's a pretty cool concept. I like that because it makes it easier. It's all in one spot. You don't have to keep scrolling for it. So I like this concept. I really do too. I'm not bullshitting. And I add some stuff. Let me just remove some stuff because I don't need this anymore. Oh, don't need that. I guess I'll keep that. Okay. So yeah, that I like that. I like the that they added the watch list because it makes it easier to find the stuff you want to watch. And the continue watching is a pretty cool concept too. It just the problem is it glitches out sometimes, and when you're done watching it, it will still pop up there. But I like it. So now let's go on to shows. Like I said, you can find this is where you can find all the shows. So this is where you find the pay-per-views, and then you select what company you want to do. If you want to do WWE, if you want to do ECW or WCW, you can do that. WWE, you get a lot of content here. You get the pay-per-views from 1985 all the way to 2015. So that's a pretty cool concept right there. You can just go on here, hit a pay-per-view. You can watch WrestleMania 1 if you want. Doesn't matter. And then ECW, you can do the same thing. You get all the pay-per-views from 1997 all the way to 2006, and you can just click here. You can watch ECW One Night Stand from 2006 if you want. Doesn't matter to me, but that's a pretty cool concept. And they have them all in order too. I forgot to mention. So if you go under that year, they have the year of that pay-per-view. So they have the Royal Rumble from this year all the way to the Elimination Chamber from last night. So that's a pretty cool concept right there. I like that. And then you can do this, and yeah, like I said, they have it in chronological order. So they have ECW One Night Stand all the way to ECW's December to Dismember. So I like this I like that. And you can also do the same thing for WCW. You can watch WCW pay-per-views from 1983 all the way to 2001. Then you can select under, you can watch WCW Sin from 2001 if you want to. It doesn't really matter to me. And you can watch, and it's in order. It's from Sin 2001 all the way to Greed 2001. So that's a pretty cool concept. And you can, like I said, you can add it to the episode or series if you want. Doesn't really matter to me. And yeah, that's how you do the pay-per-views. And then they have the in-ring. This is like the TV shows. They have a lot of stuff here that I will go through. They have the Raw Attitude Era. I'll talk about what that is first. So it just pretty much shows all the Raw episodes from the Attitude Era. You can click select year, by the way, when it comes to this. And you can go under, if you wanted to watch it from 1997, you can watch all the Raw episodes. You can watch it, episode 238, December 15th, 1997, all the way to episode 240, December 29th, 1997, and you can just scroll. I think that's pretty cool. You could do the same thing for, you could just 1998, you get it from episode 241, January 5th, 1998, all the way to, hold on. I think they get it, episode 292, December 28th, 1998. So I think this is actually a pretty cool concept right there. You get all the it shows all the past WWE Attitude Era stuff, and then you get 1999, and it just shows episode 293, January 4th, 1999. So that's a pretty cool concept. I definitely will try to get some of these reviews up. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. And then you have the Raw pre-show. What the Raw pre-show is, it's just It's pretty much like a pay-per-view pre-show, if you know what that is. People just talk on the panel about stuff. And it has it from, you can do the same thing to like the 2014. You get the Raw. Hold on. You get the first pre-show. And from February 24th, 2014, which was the day the network came out, all the way to, I think this, the last pre-show, December 29th, 2014. So that's a pretty cool concept right there. And then you can do the same thing for 2015. And then when they go into, when you select the year, they go by chronological order too. So that's pretty cool. And you have the pre-show from January 5th, 2015, all the way until May 25th, 2015. So I think that's a pretty cool concept right there. And then you have the actual laws, and you can do the same thing. I have the series on here, but you can hit select year, and you can get all the laws. They don't have all the laws on here. I wish they did. I wish they would continue adding them. But you can get laws from 1993 until 2015. But you can get the laws from 1993, and you get all of them, every single one of them. Well, I always screw up when it comes to that, by the way. And then you get 1994 laws. I think you get every single one of them. Yep. And then you get 1995 laws. I don't know if you get every single one of them. No, you do. That's pretty cool. Then you get every single law from 1995. I think you get every single law from 1996. Yep. I think you get every... I don't know if you get every single law from 1997. No, I think you do. No, you don't. You only get it from, It does skip some. It does skip. You don't... You get some laws from 1997. I'm not going to tell you which laws it is. 1999, you don't get every single law, I don't think. You get some... Yeah, you get some. You get some laws from 1999. You get some laws from 2001. And you only get 3. I think you get some laws from 2002. You only get like 3. You have like a 90-minute version of one of them too, so that's kind of cool. And then you get, I think you get one law from 2005. One law from 2006, which is actually, I like that law. One law from 2010. And then you have all the laws from 2012, 2013, 2014, and all the laws so far up from 2015. So that's pretty cool. And then there's SmackDown. You get some SmackDown stuff. I don't really exactly sure how. So you get all the SmackDown. You don't get all the SmackDowns. It's the same case for Raw. You get some the SmackDown though from 1999 to 2015. It does skip some, so. But I think I believe you get every single SmackDown from 1999. Yeah, you do. Then you get I believe you get every single SmackDown from 2000. No, you don't get every. You get some SmackDowns from 2000. And you get some SmackDowns from 2001. I don't think you get all of them. No, you get some SmackDowns from 2001. You get some SmackDowns from 2002. Not all of them, but some. You get some SmackDowns from 2003. You get some SmackDowns from 2004. And I think you only get one. Yeah, you do. You get a SmackDown from 2006. Then you get a SmackDown from 2007. And then you get all the SmackDowns from 2012, 2013, 2014, and all the SmackDowns so far from 2015. It's pretty cool. Then you have the WWE Network exclusives. It just shows like the backstage stuff of what happened after Raw. Some Fallout stuff. They had some stuff that happened before WrestleMania 31, which you can check out my reviews for that. So I think that's pretty cool right there. And then you have the main event shows. You know, they don't air these that frequently, but they're pretty cool. You have every single one from 2014, which is pretty cool. Well, not every single one. It only goes up from February 25th, 2014 till the end of the year. So February 5th, 2014, and then you have every single one so far from 2015. So I think that's pretty cool. Um, so yeah, I like that. I like Main Event. It's a pretty good show. And then you have WWE Superstars. I actually ended up reviewing one if you want to check it out. You get every single WWE Superstars from February 13th, 2014. That's when it starts until the end. So that's pretty cool. And then you get every single Superstars so far from 2015. So that's kind of cool right there. And then NXT. This is a show to watch. You get every single NXT show from 2014. And it starts on February 6th, 2014. And then you get every single NXT show so far from 2015. So I think this is really cool. And then the next one is Raw Backstage Pass. It just pretty much shows the stuff that happens after Raw. It shows not every single one. It starts from February 24th, 2014, all the way till the end from November 3rd, 2014. That's the last one they've done. So not every single one, but most of them. And then you have Tribute to the Troops. They don't show all of them. They show the one from 2014, on December 17th, the most recent one. And then they have the one from 2006 on December 25th on the Christmas Day. And then they have the one from 2005 on December 19th. So not all of them, but most of them. And then they have some Slammy Award stuff. They have the pre-show for the 2014 one that happened on December 8th. And they have some just stuff from 2013, 2011. They just show some Slammy Award nominees. And then they have some SmackDown. They has the SmackDown 15th anniversary. It has that Edge and Christian SmackDown one. SmackDown 15th anniversary show that totally reeks of awesomeness. It has that one. And it shows some past SmackDown moments that I think are pretty cool. And then it has, so that's all the in-ring stuff. So you have a lot of in-ring stuff you can watch, and I think that's pretty cool. And I showed you how you can access and stuff like that. Now you have the originals, and I'll go through every single one. So like I said, you have Stone Cold's podcast, the one with Triple H and the one with Vince McMahon. You probably want to watch this one first because it happened first. And then you have, this is actually a show I forgot about. This show is actually really something really worth watching. It's called WWE Unfiltered with Renee Young. It's pretty much Renee Young interviews somebody and just gets the behind the heat dirt on them. That's probably why it's called Unfiltered. And so far she's interviewed Seth Rollins, the cast from Hot Pursuit, Wiz Khalifa, and Bad News Barrett, now known as Ken Barrett. But those are the ones. It's not that long. It's about 5 to 7 minutes. So I think this is really good. Renee Young's really good at her job, so you can watch that. And they have the Jerry Springer Presents Too Hot for TV show. They have WWE Music Power 10. I have no clue what this is, so maybe I'll check it out sometime. I don't know. Then we have the WWE playlist. Don't know what the hell that is, but you can check it out. Then you have the Hall of Fame. It shows this year's Hall of Fame, last year's Hall of Fame, and it shows some moments from superstars, and it has some superstars getting inducted into the Hall of Fame from the past, so I think that's pretty cool. It's definitely worth checking out. And then the WWE 24 thing that I told you about with WrestleMania 30, Booker T, and Roman Reigns, so that's pretty cool. And then they have rivalries, which it takes a documentary and goes through a past rivalry. I think that's actually a really cool concept. They have the Austin McMahon one that I guess was so good they had to make 2 parts of it. Dusty Rhodes and Ric Flair, Triple H and Shawn Michaels, Hulk Hogan and Roddy Piper, Edge and Christian versus the Hardys, and which is Matt and Jeff, and Matt Hardy versus Edge. So they have a lot of stuff like that, and I might try to sit down and check these stuff out when I get the chance. And then it has the Monday Night Wars, which I have to sit down and really start watching that. Probably will do that at some point. And then we have the original specials. It just checks the documentary, the Daniel Bryan one, the Jerry the King Lawler one, ECW, Floyd Mayweather versus Big Show at WrestleMania, Mick Foley's Cheap Pops. Mick Foley, Have a Nice Day. The Ultimate Warrior Always Believe DVD. It's like a first look of it. They did that with Jerry the Kid Lawler too. So, yeah. They have when Triple H and Arnold Schwarzenegger did a sit-down interview together. A first look at Chris Jericho's DVD. A first look at the Shield's DVD. A WWE Crazy Stupid Love thing. Santino's Royal Rumble. I don't know what that is really. Demolition Derby, the best of tables, ladders, and chairs, which TOC. Usos 10 Hours to Houston. That's definitely worth checking out. I think that's really good. First look at the Macho Man Randy Savage's DVD. First look at the Brothers of Destruction DVD. DX Confidential. Watch this one because it shows the whole thing, but it's really worth checking out. DX, by the way, it consists of Triple H and Shawn Michaels. The Best of Sting, first look. The WWE 2K15 trailer. The WWE 2K15 roster reveal stuff. I think that's pretty cool. The Journey to SummerSlam with the Shield. That's definitely worth checking out, actually. The SummerSlam when Brock Lesnar and John Cena did the whole sit-down thing. I actually wish I had reviewed that, but I didn't have time. Then the same thing when they took a look at the Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Bret Hart match from WrestleMania 13. Excuse Me, a Cougar countdown. It's like all the best moments of Vicky Guerrero. I don't really know what this is. It says it's 2014 Special Olympics Games. I don't really think that you really need to check that out. If you want, you can. The Legends of WrestleMania talks about Ultimate Warrior. It's when they were doing the Ultimate Warrior week. They showed that. They showed a documentary of his match with Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania 6 and his greatest matches of all time. And then it has the Daniel Bryan documentary Journey to WrestleMania 30. I told you about that. And Legends of WrestleMania. This is pretty cool. This is definitely worth, I guess, checking out. Legends House, I told you about that. WWE Quick Hits. I don't really know what this is. Oh, it just shows like some good stuff from the past, the best stuff. So yeah. Yeah. I guess maybe I'll watch this or something. I don't know. As seen on YouTube, but if you're subscribed to their YouTube channel, you don't really watch this, but it just shows people. It just shows like the YouTube clips pretty much from the WWE. It's kind of all they say there. I don't know if it's up to date. I don't think it is. Slam City, I told you about that. This week in WWE, so they pretty much just go down the countdown of telling you what happened on Raw, SmackDown. They'll tell you about some stuff that happened too outside the WWE scene, so that's pretty cool. Total Divas, WrestleMania Rewind. They'll do a documentary talking about that WrestleMania match, and then they'll show the match itself. I think that's pretty cool. This is the WWE Beyond the Ring when they take the DVD documentaries. WWE Countdown. They'll do like a countdown about a topic, like for example, like a Men of Mystery. I assume it means the top 10 masked wrestlers of all time. Stuff like that. Tough Enough, which I will stop trying to watch. And then Culture Shock with Corey Graves. He has his own show now. I haven't watched it. And WWE Breaking News. You can watch the breaking news about stuff. That's pretty cool. I think I did check it out. Alright, so that's the originals. Is that all of it? Yeah, that's all the original stuff, right? Yeah. Now they have votes. And I believe what this is, you can look at all the past wrestling stuff that you couldn't watch before. Like WCW Monday Night Nitro. You can watch the episodes from 1995. Every single one, I think. Not every single one, but most of them. And 1996. Not every single one, I don't think. Every single one? Actually, I think every single one. Yeah, I think around every single one. That's pretty cool. And then you have ECW Hardcore TV. What I'm assuming this is it was the ECW TV show that would be on for ECW. They have it for 1993 all the way to 1996. I don't think they have every episode. No, they don't. They don't have every episode, I don't think. They have it the 1993 ones. They have some. They have some 1994 ones. Um, I don't know if it's every single one though, but yeah, they have some 1995 ones. They have some 1996 ones. Is that the one I have to do next? Right? I think. Yeah, 1996. I think that might be and that's the last one. But they have them from 1993 all the way to 1996. I might try to check these out at some point. Not all of them from 1996. And they have Hulk Hogan's Rock and Wrestling cartoon. They only have the first episode, but if you want to check out my review, it's up there. They have the Clash of the Champions shows um, that WCW used to present. I believe they have all of them, so I definitely would check those out at some point. ECW Exposed. I think they just showed a documentary and stuff like that. I don't really know what exactly this is, but I'm just guessing. TNT Tuesday Night Titans. It was pretty much like the panel and stuff. Vince McMahon would like interview people. It's pretty cool. It was a way to build up the matches. Then you have WCCW, which stands for World Class Championship Wrestling. It has some WCCW episodes up here. Not all of them, but most of them. Primetime Wrestling. I don't really know what this is. I think this was what it was on before Raw. I don't think he did any wrestling matches. I think it was, he did some wrestling matches. I think this was the show that was kind of like the Jobber show. Legends of Wrestling. I just talked about this. I believe. Then you have Old School. And it shows like the old school Madison Square Garden matches. It's pretty cool. I definitely would try to check these out in the future. Then Saturday night's main event, I just talked about that. It has every single episode. So those are all the shows. And then the schedule. They usually have a schedule. And they tell you what are going to be on the network. Mine time on the Xbox isn't up to date, so I usually go by my phone. But I think this is a pretty cool concept. That's definitely something Netflix should have, but this is when they're going to actually stream stuff, so yeah. Cool concept. I like this. It shows tomorrow's. Then I think you can jump to date, and if you want to know what's going on June 14th, it will tell you. Well, it's not up to date that far. Let me see if it's up to date for Sunday. Yep, so it tells you, I think, up to date for this week. So if you want to know what to find something to watch, then go for it. And then you can search stuff. You can search like, for example, I'll just look up E. And then you can just look up Hebner, for example, and then you can find all of his matches. That's pretty cool. And he's a referee, but it was just a random person to throw out there. Then my account tells you to continue. You can turn the parental code off, and you can log out, which I am not doing. And that's how you work the network on the Xbox One. I'm not going to really show you how to do it on the laptop. I think it's pretty straightforward. It's not rocket science. You should be able to figure it out, but that's how the layout of the network looks. So, yeah. So, now that I've pretty much told you what the network's all about, let me make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Like, I don't know what else to talk about. Like, if you don't know what the network is, you can look it up. The way it's easy to sign up. You can sign up on your phone. I think it's easier to sign up. I think you have to use your computer actually. I think because you have to get the credit card information and stuff like that. So there's that. But now that I've done with that, I'm gonna tell you what I think. I'm gonna now for positives and the negatives when it comes down for the WWE network. Because I've been telling people this for a while, that there is positives and there's a lot of negatives when it comes to the WWE network. I'm gonna talk about good things first because I want to talk about positive things. The positives is I can watch NXT now. So, because I was always wondering what NXT was like, and I never was able to watch it before. And now that I've checked out NXT, it's like my favorite wrestling show to watch right now, and I love NXT. That's probably why I stay subscribed mostly, is because I watch NXT. That's like my most. That's the most thing I watch. I watch NXT. I watch the pay per views. Um, what else do I watch? I will watch like the specials if it's on, like the whole, like the podcasts. I will if they put those on. I will did watch some of the Monday Night Wars, but then I didn't have time to watch it as much anymore. So I'm gonna try to get back on track with that. I watched I will watch the documentaries if it's gonna be like a WWE Network one. If it's just gonna be a DVD one, then it makes me want more, and I'd rather just wait till the DVD comes out. Um, I've watched some old pay per views on there. I went back and I watched an old SmackDown on there. Um, I will watch, like I said, the pay per views if they're coming up. I will watch. I think what else have I watched? I've watched the Renee Young Unfiltered, the Jerry Springer presents Too Hot for TV, and I watched Legends House when it was on. That's about it. I'm definitely gonna try to utilize this a lot more than I do. I feel like I do utilize it a lot, but I want to utilize it a lot more. Um, but yeah, what I like about it is I can watch NXT. Um, and the quality looks really good. Um, I mean, it's a positive. Okay, it's improved. Um, and it's only $9.99, so I don't have to waste $50 to buy a pay per view anymore. And I like that. Um, and if it's a nice easy way for me to say, hey, I don't have to be back in time for the pay per view. Um, you know, I think the pay per view. You know, I think this like what I always found was I didn't want to do anything that day. I wanted to stay home so I would know I would be home in time for the pay per view. I still kind of do that, but I will go out and do things, and if I know that not gonna be back for the pay per view, I would just do that watch from the beginning stuff. I like the continue watching stuff. I like the what else do I like? I like the watch list. I like that stuff. Um, and I just can't wait to I just like watching this. Don't use it. I don't use it all the time, but I use it a lot, so I like the network. Um, Now let's talk about the bad stuff. Um, because this is the stuff that I talk about more. It's hard to it's I think what I don't like about the network is that you know oh yeah, and here's another positive actually. The WWE is I'm trying to is finally realizing that we need to get into nowadays technology. People don't buy pay per views anymore, anyways. They just stream them. That's what I like about it. I don't have to stream it on Sports Lemon anymore. I can just stream it this way, in nice high quality. Um, so I like that, and I like that the WWE is improving. They realize that this is what people do nowadays. They use their Xboxes and stuff like that. So I like that. It gives me a reason to download the WWE app. So, yeah, because I felt like I just had it on my phone for no reason. I never use it. So if I ever have to use it, I will use it on the when they get the network, because you have to get the WWE app to get the WWE network. It's just kind of how it is. Um, but now let's talk about the negatives. Um, Now when it comes down to the negatives, um, the WWE network isn't doing that well. Let's be honest. And I'm actually kind of shocked in a way, um, because I would think this is what wrestling fans would want. They wanted to find all this old content. Um, but the problem is the product isn't the greatest. Um, but yeah, no one's really buying it. I think the problem what they started is they didn't really hype it up too much when it came. They only gave like a 4 weeks notice of when it was coming. Um, Now I don't think that was a problem. I think they should have promoted it a little bit more than they did. I think what I would have done if I was running the company and I knew this was coming, I would have announced this at SummerSlam of 2013, and then I would have had it get released not until WrestleMania 30. I think everybody would have been bought it out then. The network would probably be doing a lot better now. And I would hype it up, not on every show, but, most shows. Not like they do, but not doing wrestling matches, but I would hype it up. And I would just talk about it. So that's that. The WWE Network should have been hyped up a little bit more. Do I think they should be charging more? At this point right now, no, because no one really is getting it. And if no one will get it for $9.99, wow, I botched bad. $9.99, then that's a problem. And I just think that the WWE needs to start like when they get enough subscribers, maybe raise the price, because I think WWE $9.99 probably isn't gonna cut it for them because they really lost a lot of money. So maybe that's why. The problem is too is the the product isn't the greatest, like I was getting into. They don't put it forth any effort, and people do want to watch for the past, but what about the present? The future. And the product's just sucking. No one's gonna want to keep a network just to watch the past. I mean, that would be kind of a waste. They want us to watch the future stuff. And if that's what they're trying to promote, then I don't get it. What else is a problem with the network? It doesn't work very well. Like, this is another problem. As I'll be watching like a streaming device, as I'll be streaming it, and then the pay-per-view freezes. It will go off the air. It will go back. For example, I was watching Payback, and it kept going back to a part we already saw. Maybe that's our fault because we kept pausing it, but come on. They need to figure this stuff out. They've been doing this for a year, and they've been streaming this stuff, and I gave them a pass when they did it at first for WrestleManias and stuff. Like, for WrestleMania, if it happens then, I gave them a pass because it was the first time they were doing this. But at the same time, now they've been doing this for a year. And you would think you've been doing this for a year, you would know what you're doing. Like, for example, let's just say I started my own landscaping company. Maybe that's a bad example. Well, I recently work for a landscaping company. I do weeding, I do edging, I do stuff like that. And I didn't know what weeds were. I still kind of don't, But I can tell sometimes what a weed is. And I'm just thinking, I've done this for a year. I should know what a weed is by now. Since I've worked at this landscaping company for a year. It's not like I worked there once. I was working there days and days, like 2 days in a row sometimes. Or 3 days in a row. I should know what a weed is. And I don't mean like the plant, like the marijuana. I mean like weeds, Like, I mean the plant, but I don't mean that weed, if that makes sense. And I should know what a weed is. And I somewhat know what a weed is now. But the WWE Network, they have been doing this for a year, and if it's still problems, you need to fix it. Either you get new guys to do this streaming technology stuff, because maybe the guys aren't working, or you just figure it out, learn how to do this stuff, actually take interest. I don't think they do take interest. I think they just do it. Like, it pisses people off because, one, you're already giving it away for free. Why would you, if you're giving it away for free and the people realize that it keeps not working, then why the hell would people want to pay to get this stuff to work? Do I sound crazy here, or am I, like, it's just insane. And another thing about this WWE Network is, I think, no, so they have other things. People are still just streaming it anyway, so I think you should take off. You should not stream it illegally anymore, like with Sports Lemon and stuff like that, because that's why people don't do it. They're like, well, I can just do it for free anyways, you know. Give them a better reason to want to get this network other than you get the pay-per-views for $9.99, because people are just getting the pay-per-views for free on Sports Lemon anyway. So you need to give it people more of a reason, and I think that's that. Um, and now it's my other rant. I have an article on my phone I'm going to read right now. So they give away the network for free for new subscribers. That's nice. Um, they're doing it. They've done it countless times. They did it in June. They did it, I think, in time in May and August. I don't remember when last year. They did it in November. They gave away Survivor Series for free, one of the biggest pay-per-views of the year. They gave it, and now it's for new subscribers only. And now here's what they're doing. And I feel scammed about this. So they gave away April for free. They gave away May for free. They gave away June for free. Now they're gonna give away June for free, okay? Let me ask you a question here. Why? I mean, just why? I mean, they're not getting enough subscribers, so why are they doing this? I get you want to get more subscribers, but the people that have stayed subscribed to you since day one are getting scammed because they still have to pay. These freak peevies are just gonna come in there, and I know exactly what they're thinking. Okay, so I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna give them my credit card information and stuff like that, and I'm going to give away. I'm just gonna I'm just gonna keep the network for free, and I'm just gonna cancel my subscription, and then when it's time for me to renew my subscription, I will do it when it's free. These new subscribers are just gonna because now you can cancel at any time. Before you had to have it for 6 months. Now you can cancel any time you want. So if once the free subscription's over, they're just gonna cancel their subscription and say, okay, I got my free stuff. So I don't get that. And I think I pretty much just talked about this enough. To be honest with you, I do like the WWE Network. I like the concept, but they need to do a better job, I think, of getting people to get it and stuff like that. Giving it away for free to new subscribers. Like, I feel scammed right now because I've been paying since day one. And I'm getting scammed time in and time out. Time in and time out. And it's just like, why? But, I mean, it gets to the point where I consider just getting a credit card myself and just getting a new account, but whatever. That's pretty much it, guys. I do like the WWE Network, but there's a lot of flaws with it, if that makes sense. Another flaw, by the way, is people. I'm guilty of this too. I've been doing it. I've just given away their information, to their friends, and people are using their account, and they think it's you. Like, I'm paying for somebody else to use my account. In a way, I don't want to do that, but in a way, they don't really have any other way to get the network, so I feel nice. I'm part of that problem, so I can't rant about it too much. But whatever, But that's pretty much it, guys. So that's my review of the WWE Network. I like the concept. I do like the WWE Network, but there's some flaws with it that needs to be fixed, like the whole streaming issue, the issue of how they promoted it, the issue with with the fans. The fans are mainly the issue. The new subscribers thing, and how they're getting it for free. I feel scammed about that. But other than that, the WWE Network, I do like it. I will continue to subscribe because I do like the network. And that's pretty much it. You can click down on the right hand corner to subscribe, and I'll be back at some point this week to give you another video.